Okay, so I haven't really planned this, so we'll just kind of see where it goes. But anyway, what I'm showing on the screen is the last time the price was down at this level, around the 80, 90, 100. So this is back in, where's this? This is July 2010. The kind of things that the big guys look for, and is the sort of thing that we should be looking for, is when price is dropping down like this and it's coming down, and then I guess this might be somewhere around here is where they announce their find. Maybe it's around here, but anyway, what happens is there's a lot of buying there. Now, of course, this can come up and then just collapse back down again, but it doesn't. What it does is it comes up, it breaks this high here. It actually breaks this high as well, so that makes this point quite important. But what happens is that there's a fight. That everyone fights to see if it's going to go down or up from here, and it goes up. So it makes this area here, where the fight happened, actually quite important. So I'll stick a horizontal line in there. That snaps onto exactly where, but okay, so here I'm taking this little point down there. It's probably hard to see when I've got it zoomed out like this, but just down there where it spikes down, I'm going to put a line up at the top here. There. Okay, so this is our boundary. This is where there was a fight previously, way back in time, but the time doesn't really matter so much always. There's a few factors in there, but anyway, what you have is this area where there was a fight, and then when we get back to that in the current day, so I can slide this bar along, and you should be able to see these two lines again. So we come into this area that I created, so let's see if I scroll this up, there's the two lines here. So we're now into this this zone that was previously a fight. So what happens is that whether there's orders left there from years ago, probably not. People take the orders out of the market, but they see that that was a fight level, and it's likely where they're going to fight again. It's not arbitrary where people come back into the market, and you can see these points in advance. And this is when it it starts to make you kind of claw your skin off when you see the news events happening around these points as price approaches them. There's just so much of this happens. And I can show it with currency markets. You see it in equities as well, but I don't watch equities much now. I'm just stuck in freaking Gulf Keystone, of which I'm so delighted. Well, I am quite delighted about it because it made me go and find out about this stuff and how the markets work. So as prices come down into here again, this is on, what scale am I on? Daily. Yeah, daily. So it's come in, it's immediately bounced off as soon as it's come into this area. Now it's come down again, it's come up, but now it's kind of coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down to the level of this spike here. So it kind of comes down, and maybe it comes up a bit further and then comes back down to that level. Wouldn't surprise me. Also wouldn't surprise me if it just comes down to touch the bottom of this, or the low that's actually below this way back in time, if it comes and fakes out quickly into that and then takes off. None of those things would surprise me. It also wouldn't surprise me if it just takes off from here. But anyway, this is an important zone regardless, and you'll see the same thing happen on many time frames, every time frame. In fact, I can probably zoom in. I haven't really looked, but let me go into something like maybe 5 minutes, as low as this goes, and show a bit more data. Yeah, it's not great on this broker. Maybe 15 minutes goes. Yeah, 15 minutes gives us nicer things to look at. So here we might see the same thing. Where's there been a fight? No, there hasn't. It's just down, down, down. So here we've broken there, and I wouldn't be surprised also if we now see a fight in this area, and from there it's either, I know it's easy to say, it's either going to go up or it's going to come down. If it has a fight here and goes up, I'm not going to buy more of this, but I would look to enter back when it came back into the fight zone, if you like. If it comes down, then it's back into the higher time frame, buying, demand, whatever you want to call it, zone that I pointed out earlier. Those are my thoughts mainly. So back to the daily. It's a daily downtrend. We've got down, up, down. It does come up again, it drops, and it hasn't come above this point here. So until it comes above, can I drag that? Yeah, until it comes above this point, I'd still consider it to be in a bit of a downtrend. Let's look at that in the hourly. Yeah, so down, up, down, up, down, comes up and it carries on down. So yes, it's actually looks different on here than it does on Triple I. It's not surprising, but yeah, I think this is the fake out here. You can see there was a bit of selling and it's dropping down. And again, here's what I was pointing out. So you have these highs here. So just move the line again. Can I grab that? I don't know what's going on. Let me grab it. No, no. Okay. I'll put it in a new line so you can see point to point maybe. Okay, so let's see how this works. From there, I don't use this much, so okay. So here's this line with these two highs here, and they were broken, and just after they were broken there was a fight. You can see I'm on 1 hour, maybe we'll go down to half an hour, it might be better to see. Okay, yeah, that's better to see. So there was this point here and this point here formed a resistance line. That's actually a little bit high, so say about there. And then when price came up, see here, had this fight, and after this fight it shot up again, came back down to the fight area, and off it went up. Now, wouldn't surprise me if now, because all the buying that happened there has happened, if it comes back down to this area, it just drops down to this level, and I wouldn't be surprised to find a little fight zone in there. Let's move this more central, go down to 15 minutes maybe, zoom out a bit, okay, 10 minutes perhaps, again zoom out, sorry for all the jumping around, like I say, none of this is really planned. So in here somewhere, it's actually not showing up so well, that this broker's data is just rubbish. As you can see, yeah, so really, come on, plus, that's just trash. Anyway, so down here, what I would like to see, but I can't. Oh yeah, there we go. So you have to zoom right in, but what you can see is they've had this, there's this line here, it hasn't broken through, it's dropped, it's tried again, it hasn't broken through, and then when it does break through, it's very discreet, but right in there there's another, you can't draw boxes with this, that's kind of rubbish. Okay, so there's another little fight zone in there, just in here. And it wouldn't surprise me to see price come down and bounce off that at some point. And these are the things that traders look for. They don't, big serious traders don't look at the news, they make the news events, and then they move price to these areas based on those events, and it's all pre-planned, and we're just the suckers. Anyway, I think that's probably enough for me for now.